Hey class, so I've been doing some research about the resume. I've been looking into Medium, which has a variety of different topics, and just firsthand experiences from other designers and stuff. So just give us an insight on what employers are looking for, and just how to present yourself well as a designer on the web and off the web when you're sending in your resume to different employers. So it was just this article has just a couple of tips for when you're creating your resume. It talks about the do's and the do nots when you are creating your resume. And as a graphic designer or anything in the creative design field, you want to create your own, design your own resume. And you just reiterating everything that Professor Yost has told us in class. Just design matching your brand as a artist or as a designer, which we've been working on all semester long and just refining it. And a lot of these things he has told us in our past resumes that we've done with him. But of course, now we can just change it up a bit as far as the design and the organization of the resume, and hopefully adding on some more skills and experiences that we've encountered throughout the year. Okay, so for my app, this app has like a night mode. So after like 6, it's black. So that's why the highlight and the app looks like it's still Halloween, but it's so this is what sorry about that. Okay, so let's see. One thing that I have to remember is to keep it 1 page long for the resume, and try to just make all the information more concise and readable, and of course with no mistakes, grammar mistakes or spelling mistakes. And that shows off a skill in itself, just being more organized and just to the point of what you have to show for as far as your skills. Onto not internships, which I know all of our professors have been pushing us to look into and to try to go for, as far as the first step outside or during getting our degree. So just to try to get into our field, because that gives us an advantage if you've already done some work into the field you're trying to get into. Proofread, that's what I was telling you earlier. That's what kind of like reminded me, because I do have that tendency where I'll look over spelling errors, and and then having a second set of eyes, having someone else read it and show them just a different perspective, like what they think that it could be improved. And that's a good rule of thumb for anything that you're designing, is just to get someone else's input, outside input, just so that you didn't overlook something. So, and that happens to all of us, so it's nothing to beat up yourself about. Okay, don't forget the cover letter, which is part of our assignment. Let's see, just to communicate what you can bring to the table to the employers. And that's just basically like an open statement, talk about yourself a little bit, and, just hold yourself with confidence. And I think by doing that, you can capture the employer's eye on your resume, to keep it in the stack of the of the individuals that they want to hire versus the stack that they're going to eventually just put in a file or throw away. And this is what the article was actually talking about, if you want to read it. And basically this guy is giving tips because he was actually working with a company where he had the responsibility of organizing these resumes that were submitted and putting stacks of who had errors in their resumes and who didn't have errors, and then who looked like pros and then who didn't look like pros within just reading the first page of the resume. And if their resume was too long with a bunch of different papers, they would immediately throw that away. And so it's kind of upsetting because like some people probably are capable for the job, and they're like the perfect person for the job, but they didn't know how to represent themselves and communicate that their abilities through that resume. So that's basically what this article is talking about. And a lot of these articles on Medium are very short and to the point, and they give you options to like highlight, and which I like to do when I'm talking about it, so you can just get a little piece of what I've read. Okay, so yes, this is probably like what my third resume that I've done with Professor Yost, and hopefully it'll be the best out of all three, and eventually kind of just tweaked and be something that I would use for at least another year or two, hopefully, if I design it well, which I'm hoping I can do. I think I can. I just, I think organizing everything into different blocks, but still readable, and still kind of flows with the design is what I'm more worried about. But I think it's all about placement, playing with the placement, looking around, like moving this here, moving that there, and then just kind of get, creative with it, but still focus that this is a resume and we don't want it to make it too busy with the design and not showing off the skills and the experiences and stuff. So, yes, sometimes I ramble. I guess that's one of these times. Okay. So that's my video, and I will be reviewing y'all's. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.